Be kind and help me cross two more toys off of my list for the toy shelf behind me. Today's show features a honey of a friend and a dropout of Miyagi-Do karate. Let's get it on! Welcome back to PopCon, a salute to all pop culture, but mostly the 80s. I am Victor, your G1 host, and I've got hashtag adult collector goals. Here's the drill. I got a toy shelf, and I got a list of remaining toys for said toy shelf to complete my collection of favorite franchises made famous in the 1980s. Oh, I'm not a completist. There is an end goal, but I've got to have representation, specific representation of the IPs that had an impact on me. And I've got two more right here from the list. So, Buzz Off from the Masters of the Universe Origins line is an ally of He-Man. And I'd like you to meet a little friend with a great big hand. This guy is Jitsu. He's a total counterpart to another great big fister, Fisto. And he's the evil master of martial arts. I bet he was a graduate of the original Cobra Kai. Let's take a look. As we all knew, MOTU Origins packaging is exactly like it was in the 1980s, and hell, so are the action figures. That's the point. Their action figures are fantastic. What they are missing is those power punches they had. There's no real action feature, but the pictures show off how you can pose it. And of course, the card back art is better than ever. Reminiscent of the original, but even looks cooler than before. So I could take a look here at Jitsu. Once again, these action figure molds, they're not highly detailed, but they are more defined. He misses, unfortunately, not just the power punch, he misses that swapping down motion of his arm. They gave him that spring-loaded arm action, which I missed, but that's all right. This artwork, again, very similar to his original. This artwork shows a little secret. Like many of the MOTU Origins cardback art, there's a little hint of what's to come. In this one, who's that in the top right corner but Cyclone? Maybe that just means that Origins is here to stay. All right, we've looked at the packaging. They've got some marvelous artwork as usual, but I got to open these things up and check them out. So why don't we do that together? So I'm going to start peeling this open and I'll tell you a little story. So I had these guys. They're part of Wave 8 on a pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, but they were like taking 118 years. Have you guys noticed that too? Do you guys have things on pre-order? Because they're taking for freaking ever. So I couldn't wait. So I go to Target like just this last Friday, and there they were, Wave 8 on the pegs. I was shocked. Snagged them up real quick. Now they didn't have all of them. They actually didn't have the classic sorcerers with all the colors, which was kind of screwy. But I grabbed Jitsu and Buzz Off because I didn't really want naked Stratos. I don't need that, that one from the mini comic because I got Stratos right over there anyway. So I grabbed these two when I go to the register. So when I go to the register, the kid rings them up, but he can't find them. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, these aren't supposed to be sold until like tomorrow. And I was like, okay, well, I still want them right now. And he's like, okay, I'll ring them up anyway. And I said, great. And he's like, you aren't going to plan to return these, are you? And I was like, yeah, right. So there I had them. So I got those two. I still need my sorcerers. I quickly canceled them on Big Bad Toy Store, of course, and brought these home, and I cannot wait to add them to the rest of my Masters of the Universe collection. So let's go ahead and take a look what I've just opened briefly. So I will tell you that since they're all from the same wave, they come with the same mini comic. Ooh. Challenge of Jitsu. So we'll look through that maybe in a moment. And of course, they come with the paper about the interchangeable parts, because that's what's really kind of fun about the Masters of the Universe Origins, is they have these exchangeable parts. Quickly in his package, I'll show you. This is Jitsu. We'll be looking at him closer in just a minute, but this is a quick preview of what we have to come. Follows suit with everyone else and looks so much similar to his original wave. I love that. His vacuum sealed, maybe it's not vacuum sealed, his metallic gold arm looks really pretty cool. And he also comes with an orange blade. It looks very similar to the one that Ninjor comes with. So I guess they're just being stereotypical and giving these little Asian swords to all the Asian type characters. Anyway, so we'll go on to the other action figure I got in the wave. This is Buzz Off. Of course, he is a heroic warrior. I was hoping, so I got to check it out. Yes, let me see. Please come on. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna look a little closer. But there's his bee head. He comes with that extra bee helmet, those bee eyes there. He's got some new parts. The feet and the claws are definitely newer molds for the MOTU Origins line, and you know they're going to be reused again for Clawful and Whiplash coming soon, I bet. So he's got his wings in the back, and he does come with his kind of axe type mace. I wanted to pop them out to show you. We have unopened them now, so let's take a closer look. It's time for Carousel. It's Jitsu, the evil master of martial arts. He looks great. A lot of people argue that the Origins line is simply just articulate versions of the original 80s. Well, guess what? They are, but they're also just better made than the 80s. They have the ability to show off more detail. Not that there's more detail, but everything just pops. Like the top knot in his hair, the design on his armor, even his large golden hand. It really pops. And yes, they're just better looking overall. Even if he's got a plain ass sword, copy from Ninjors, they can be posed. They're so articulate. You get these threatening ninja martial arts poses for him. As for Buzz-Off, the heroic spy in the sky, he looks great. I hate that helmet, but as for his arms, legs, feet, and hands, they're all new molds to be used for other characters, so that's pretty exciting. But it's those wings. They followed the Masters of the Universe aesthetic, where it's like techno-organic. They're not just veins of a bee, but they're more like electronic circuitry. Now, I like him better without the helmet. I'm gonna probably pose him that way, but here he is without it on. He looks really good that way. He's got a snub nose and those sharp teeth, which look a little silly, but quite honestly, he doesn't have a stinger, so why not give him some sharp teeth? He too can be posed with his axe. Looks phenomenal and a great color scheme, so I'm really loving that. So here we go. The fun thing about Master Universe Origins is the ability to change parts. Here I've got Buzz-Off the Ninja wearing Jitsu's golden hand. Actually follows his color scheme pretty well. But then Jitsu looks a little silly with Buzz-Off's arms and clawed hands. But that's the fun. You can have a lot of fun with these guys. Now, what is also fun is comparing them with their original toy. Here from the late in the line to their cartoon counterpart and some other versions of the figure from other lines. You know, Jitsu was the arch enemy of Fisto, the heroic warrior with another spring-loaded arm with that giant silver hand. Fisto and Jitsu, I think I said that right, great characters together. And as for Buzz-Off, here he is in his original toy form, as well in his cartoon and his Mike Young productions, as well as the classics, as well as the mini. So good character all around, very famous, and a lot of people love him. Here's another close-up of those techno-organic kind of wings, which I really like, and a picture from an old storybook that shows him as a very formidable warrior.
I was just dreaming about what was next on Popcorn. Have you subscribed? You fools, I'll blast you! Let's go watch Popcorn together, Snookums. It's still about the greatest era ever. Mine.
Well, time to get rid of this trash. And there's this one too. All right, so guys, if you like this content, if you love the Masters of the Universe Origins, if you like how Popcorn reveals and reviews each of these characters, and you helping me add to my toy shelf so I can get to my master collection, well then subscribe. It doesn't hurt anyone, it only helps me. I would really appreciate it. Just click the little button. That's all you need to do. Go find the button, click it. And also like, comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Do you have this collection? Do you like these characters? I don't know. I won't know until you tell me. And then maybe we'll chat. Anyway, let's go on. Boom, here they are up on the toy shelf. I got Jitsu with the other evil villains like Merman and Trap John. Even in the back, I've got some evil horde. So he looks wonderful. And up on top of the castle, next to Zodak, is Buzz-Off. Being that he's a flying character, I put him on the top. Now, I do have his helmet on at the moment. Still think it looks a little silly. But overall, these guys look great at the top of Castle Grayskull, and I love to have them. Do you like them? Do you have your own Jitsu and Buzz-Off? Tell me what you got in your Masters Origins collection. You know what, I think I like these characters more than I thought I would. Up close and personal, I think Jitsu looks really dynamic. And also Buzz-Off, especially without that helmet piece, I really like his overall look. And I love that they've tried, they're getting into those newer pieces of molding so they can use them for more characters. Maybe it means MOTU Origins is here to stay. So I love collecting them. If you can see, I've got them up there and they look great on my shelf. So now I can take a couple more off my list. Great, we're making progress. So, hope you like that, folks, and you're liking and commenting and sharing. It's a lot of fun for me to compare the old and the new, the animated to the action figure. I love that kind of stuff. And these guys are a lot of fun with that whole switcheroo parts and pieces. They tell you can switch around. So that's a little bit of fun. So now, I'm probably going to go and read The Challenge of Jitsu. Heavy reading for the rest of my evening. Hope you guys will join me on another episode of PopCon. Hope you liked some of the artwork you saw as well. Check out Collection 82, our sister site, with graphic design and illustration of mashups of all kinds of 80s concepts, especially what you see here. That is my artwork from yours truly, so check that link in the bio and help me put my thing on your thing. All right, folks, until next time.